Professor of Teaching Excellence in Forestry. He specializes in using traditional and experimental civic culture practices to achieve a spectrum of objectives, from commodity production to ecosystem restoration.
Mary Bicycle is the Whiteley Faculty Scholar. An assistant professor in the Department of Mathematics, she researches best practices in mathematics education.
Martin Erwig holds the Stretch Professor of Computer Science. His research interests include language design, functional programming, and visual languages.
An expert on radiological health sciences, Catherine Hickey has been named the Whitley Professor. She specializes in environmental transport, radioecology, radiochemistry, and radiation dose assessment.
Burkhan Iskor is the John and Jean Houston Faculty Fellow in the School of Civil and Construction Engineering. His teaching and research focus on the materials science of cement and concrete.
Lori Kays has been named the College of Science Faculty Scholar. An instructor and course coordinator, she oversees all aspects of the Principles of Biology course. She also researches best practices in biology education.
Kevin Lyons has been named the Wes Ramada Professor of Forest Engineering. He specializes in the mechanization of harvesting operations in a variety of complex natural environments.
The 2018 Carney Faculty Scholar is Wade Martin, an associate professor in the School of Nuclear Science and Engineering. His research interests include thermal hydraulics, reactor safety, and advanced reactor design.
Kristen Moore has been named the Campbell Family Small Companion Animal Program Faculty, a 4-H education program assistant. She is an expert in the human-animal bond.
Daniel Palacios has been named the endowed faculty in whale habitats in the Marine Animal Institute. He has a passion for cetacean ecology, using telemetry as a tool to improve our understanding of these species.
Christopher Parrish is the Eric and Janice Kaufman Faculty Scholar in Civil and Construction Engineering. His research focuses on LIDAR, hyperspectral imagery, and uncertainty modeling.
Professor of Statistics Javier Rojo has been named the Corvallis Professor. His many interests in statistics include survival analysis, statistical decision theory, random matrices, and dimension reduction.
The new Moore Family Outreach Coordinator is Associate Professor Jenny Rita, a specialist with the Extension Service. She teaches people in the community how to live healthier lives through good nutrition and healthy foods.
Inara Scott practiced law for more than a decade before joining the faculty in the College of Business, where she now teaches courses in business and environmental law. She's been named the Gomo Family Professor.
Michael Scott has been appointed to the Glenn Willis Fulton Structural Engineering Profession. His interests include nonlinear structural analysis and dynamics, object-oriented software design, parallel computing, and numerical methods.
Yelda Turkin has been named the Robert C. Wilson Faculty Scholar in Civil and Construction Engineering. Her research interests include sensing, automation, and information technology for construction engineering management, infrastructure asset management, and transportation.
The new Linus Pauling Institute Endowed Chair and Director is Richard Van Greenman. Besides leading the institute, he researches cancer prevention with a special focus on prostate cancer and drug discovery.
A member of the OSU Cascades faculty, Rebecca Webb, has been named the Tyson Faculty Scholar in Energy Systems Engineering, a program she directs. Her research has applications in solar electrical generating systems, solar thermal propulsion, and electrical cooling.
Brian Woods has been appointed the Henry W. and Denise J. Sheedy Professor in Nuclear Science and Engineering. His areas of interest include experimental and computational fluid dynamics, nuclear reactor thermal hydraulics, and reactor safety.
Congratulations to this year's appointees. Your outstanding work is helping build a healthier, prosperous, and more sustainable future.
Physics is about how nature works, but lots of other sciences are about how nature works. Chemistry, biology, material science. But I think it's ultimately about bringing a mathematical language to a problem and trying to quantify it and to make it something that you can understand and predict. I've always been a scientist in some way or another ever since I was a kid. I like to solve puzzles. I like to figure out how things worked. But then when I went to school, science, as we called it, physics and chemistry, was always what interested me along with mathematics, and I gravitated to that and to all of the other scientific parts of all of the other subjects that I did. Well, the kind of work that I do is understanding materials and materials discovery, and there are many pressing problems in the world to be discovered. We need to find materials that help us produce energy, that store energy, that run the electronics and the information technology of today. It's always about finding things that will make the world work better. I would very much like it if the materials that I discovered are useful and make people's lives better. I am good at solving problems that come my way, and I like to try to find out how they can be applied elsewhere. But it's the nature of the problem solving that I find interesting, and I know that by pursuing this goal, it will find a good use sometime. It always has in the past, and I'm sure it always will in the future.
I'm a paleoclimatologist, and I specialize in studying how the composition of the atmosphere changes over time by measuring gases and air trapped in ice. The landscape of the Antarctic continent is just so vast and so sort of slowly changing that it's just really fascinating. It's not like any other place on Earth. The ice sheet also is accumulating a record of how the Earth has changed. It goes well beyond information just about Antarctica. And ultimately what you can get out of that is really what drives our research today.